mark this episode as explicit.
Arousal by tears or sobbing.
Yes. Guys, I would have been outside the door. Didn't happen.
And it puked in my purse on the Uber ride back to the Airbnb. All in all, it was a great night on Bourbon Street.
You've never called your boobs a rack.
No!
I find that hard.
That's iconic. It's iconic.
It's Queens of the Ring.
Hi!
Hi, guys.
So we're back finally after we posted 3 episodes in 1 week and then disappeared.
Oh, God. And caused a lot of hormones to rage all over Twitter and Snapchat.
Yeah.
The worst part is, guys, my boss listened to that shit.
The worst part is Alex listened to that shit.
No, this is my boss, man. Like, I forgot he was subscribed to the podcast because he doesn't listen to wrestling. He doesn't watch wrestling. And I forgot he was subscribed. And he's like, so I got this, like, notification across my phone that said, talking about sex. And I'm like, oh, God. And I was like, you get notifications? He's like, yeah. And he's like, is it inappropriate if I listen to it? I was like, he's like, it is, like, free public knowledge. Like, it's out there. And I'm like, yeah, you can. And so, like, the next day, like, I was so humiliated. I was like, please don't do it. And the next day, he made some kind of comment. I don't remember what it was, but I knew what he was talking about. I was so pissed off. I was like, shut up. And he was like, I'm listening. He listened to part 2 first because he said, which one's worse? And I was like, part 2. He was like, okay. And so then he listened to part 1 a couple days ago. But anyways, like, my boss listened to that. My boss. And he's 4 years younger than me, too. It makes it even worse. It's like, ugh.
So, see, in my opinion, I feel like part 1 is worse.
I felt like 2 was worse just because we were going through all those fetishes. And some of them got to be kind of weird. He's listened to both now at this point, so.
Yeah, I feel like for me personally, like, part 1 was pretty bad.
I feel like part 1, though, all I talked about was being choked and calling people daddy and being slapped around. Like, that's really not that deep for me.
Yeah. Unlike me. Ugh.
Anyway, yeah, the guys came out of the woodwork big time.
Yeah. Literally, there was a poll on our Twitter, and 56% of the vote said they just want to know who the sex dream was about, and you'll never know.
I know.
Never. Well, yeah,
I could tell some sex fantasies if people are interested in that. Myself, I mean, I could read you some if you want. Like, we could have a little, like, story time with Jennifer instead of Adam Cole. Story time with Jennifer. I could read you a sex story. I think my best sex stories would be about Jay Briscoe.
I was gonna say,
if anyone's interested in hearing about me and Jay Briscoe in a back alley, you let me know. I have a great one.
guys, that is a running gag between Jen and I whenever we see Jay Briscoe now, especially when he's standing in an alley.
I just want me, Jay, and Allie in a truck to lean up against. Like, rotate between the alley wall and the truck. That's all I want, really. I want both. I want to hit it in the alley, hit it against the truck. I'm just saying.
She wants to hit it on a boat. She wants to hit it in a boat. Like Dr. Seuss.
He would hit it. I want to hit it with him against a tree, too.
Oh, my God, like the Tudors. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
I concur. Not with Jay Briscoe, but I concur.
Oh, with Jay Briscoe, man. He get his hands all, like, dirty and, yeah. I'm not about putting guys putting dirty hands near everything, but he could do it. Go for it. Have dirt on your fingernails, Jay. I don't care. Just take me in the woods. Right by your chicken farm. I don't care.
Jen's gonna get fucked in a chicken farm.
Sandy Fork, baby.
I know.
God. So yeah, if you're interested in that,
oh my God, I have an idea.
What?
We could do story time where you read your smut from Tumblr.
So, like, God, I haven't wrote any smut for Tumblr in like probably like 2 years, but like
it's been like a year,
maybe
year and a half.
So like I love to like write down my fantasies, and I've written quite a few fantasies, but the J.
She's got 5 for Jay.
Yeah, but like people like on Tumblr, like girls on Tumblr, like love my fantasies that I write down, like they do, and like the J ones are like They speak to me. If they're like what I really want. You know what I mean? Like that one and Baron fucking me against the wall holding my neck. That one too. My throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a good one
Pete
too.
Dunne, Baron, and I think it's like
Oh,
Dunn,
my Pete
Baron,
ones
and
are good
Jay.
too.
Oh, yeah.
My Pete ones are good.
Got a few Seamus.
Seamus ones are pretty good.
Yeah.
I am just a sexual. This was kind of before my big sexual revolution. I would say where I just was
Literally,
just like,
guys, the ones that she has the most of is Baron. Pete's number 2.
Like I know people like call like people nerds that use Tumblr or whatever, but hey, if you're writing trash, like it's a good place to put your trash, and people will appreciate it.
Girl, we may have to go back because Pornhub might be buying Tumblr.
Really?
Yeah.
So that then we can post whatever we want again.
Yeah.
All right.
I like this idea.
I do like that idea. Like Pornhub and reading porn. It's great.
Yeah, and guess what? I got plenty of ideas. I just need a ghostwriter to write them.
I can write. Well, I don't know. Every time somebody gives me an idea, I can't do it. It just like it has to like hit me. Like I have to be like I guess in some sort of horny state where it's just like when I watch Jay Briscoe, it's like talk. I'm just like I have all kinds of thoughts in my brain. Like,
the thoughts just start flowing.
They do. Lots of things start flowing, but that's beside the point.
Oh God.
Okay, enough sex talk. Let's move on to something actually relevant. John Moxley.
I feel like that goes hand in hand with the sex talk, but yes, John Moxley.
John Moxley and Allie and Jay both at the same time.
Okay, switch Jay out for Brody King, and you got a deal.
You'd like Jay too, though.
I like Jay. I get the appeal, but
I would take Brody King too. I've seen him with a shirt on up close. Ooh.
He bumped into me like twice. It was amazing.
Ugh. That man is a lot better looking than you think, ladies.
Yeah. You guys have no fucking idea.
Mm-mm.
He is a sexy man.
Mm-hmm.
And very secure in his masculinity.
Tattooed up and like that hair and
excuse me, I need to go in the other room now.
See, something's flowing with you too. I'm telling you.
Hot damn.
Yeah, me, Mox, Jay, and an Allie. I like that idea.
Just Mox in general. Mox in the prison.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mox pretty much anywhere.
Mox, yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, it hit the internet. How long ago?
It was on May 1st at 12:05 p.m. Eastern, so 5 days ago.
And he had changed his WWE name to John Moxley because it's still a verified account. So,
yeah.
Same thing. And he posted this vignette, but
the Dean account wasn't verified beforehand.
Oh, it wasn't?
It wasn't. It
is
is now.
It was.
No.
Oh, okay. So verified. And posted this little vignette video, and basically it's of Dean being in like a prison. I took it more like
Mox.
Well, he was Dean at first. Being in like I took it as an asylum. It did look like a prison, but I was taking it more of as an asylum, in my opinion. And he was breaking down all the walls and stuff, and then he got out, and then it's more like a prison because you had the dog chasing him or whatever. And like he gets over the barbed wire and puts on a hoodie and starts walking down the street, and there's blood dripping on the ground. And then it just splashes across the screen, M and then O and then X and then Mox. And then him with barbed wire on his hands.
And then me screaming.
Well, the whole internet was screaming.
Yeah. Guys, the symbolism of it all.
There was a lot of good symbolism in it.
There is. Break down the walls. Prison. That's WWE for sure, because it's fucking prison at this point. The big dog chasing him through the yard.
The dice.
The dice. Viper Room, we figured that one out. The blood and the broken beer bottles. CZW throwback. Guys.
So, yeah. But then the question remains, though, what does it all mean? There's all kinds of stories out there on what it means.
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's all his Twitter is that one video.
I mean, like, there's people saying he's going to go to Impact. There's people saying it's all just a big old work and it's WWE. But Bully did make a good point on Busted Open. WWE, if they had produced this, would not have had the blood.
But what did I say?
Even if they are going to PG-13, they wouldn't knowingly put that in, and it would have to be somebody who is not one of the known producers. It'd have to be somebody else producing this if it were a WWE work.
So, okay, that makes sense. But the rumor about WWE is that he is going to be brought over to SmackDown. SmackDown goes to Fox because Fox is saying they want more of a PG-13 type storyline show. And so the rumor is that he's going to be able to be on the indies and do what he wants, and then he's going to go back and re-sign and be with them for SmackDown and be one of their leads, head stars on SmackDown. But my question about that is like, I'm not saying I don't believe it because I could totally see it happening, but like, why would you produce that video with him, not have him signed to a contract, at least anybody knows, and let him go out and work on the indies for a few months? But I mean, I guess that's Vince. I guess,
when the indies are kicking your ass right now.
Well, but I don't think Vince is intimidated by the indies. I really don't. But I don't, it doesn't make sense to me why he would be like, yeah, sure, like, go fuck around the indies for a couple months, but let's make this, like, fancy, expensive video for you first. Like, it's just kind of, he has to, if he is going back to WWE, there has to be, like, a contract that's been signed with some kind of clause in it.
Yeah.
That he can go to the indies for a while.
See, and that's why I don't think that's the case.
I think it's a good possibility. I don't necessarily, I want it to be the case.
No. I don't think it's the case because that would be unheard of at this point.
Well, maybe that's what we need.
Like Vince, it wouldn't be Vince letting this happen.
No, it might be Fox demanding it to happen.
I don't know.
It might be Fox that said, hey, we'll produce it.
Nah, I don't know.
You don't know.
But I think that, I mean, there's people out there who are just like, oh, it would have to be WWE because he couldn't afford to do this. Guys,
now that I don't agree with.
No. He could do this. Like,
he could do it, or AEW could fit the bill. Impact could fit the bill.
New Japan
could. I mean,
Ring of Honor.
I can totally see AEW fitting the bill for that kind of video.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
So, I mean,
especially when AEW, they're not afraid to go hard into hardcore wrestling because they have Joey Janela and Jimmy Havoc.
Yeah. I just feel like
that's
a type of video.
Possibly Joey Ryan. Because Joey Ryan's on his farewell tour right now.
That's true. I could see him in AEW.
I could see it. And if that's the case and Mox goes to AEW,
I just don't think he will. I think the video is AEW quality. I really do. I think I can see Cody and what's his name? I can see them.
Tony Khan.
Yeah, I can see them putting out that kind of money, but I just.
But
my gut is telling me it's WWE. It's just my gut. I don't want it to be, but my gut is telling me it's WWE.
Okay, two things. One, it doesn't necessarily have to be any of the big 4 or 5.
Well, no.
Because if you look at the Joey Janela Spring Break videos for like Spring Break 3, those were very similar quality, and that was GCW. Mm-hmm. So,
I was pretty definite that, it's going to be AEW or, ROH or whatever. And then, the more I keep reading, people discussing and talking about it, the more I'm like, it kind of makes sense that it was WWE. I still don't get why Vince would allow it. I don't feel like Vince is threatened by the indies. I think it pisses him off. But I don't feel like he's, legit threatened by the indies. But I still don't understand why he would be like, yeah, go, wrestle in the indies for a couple months.
Especially not under a contract.
Yeah, unless he's got some kind of clause, unless he said, I'll re-sign if you do this.
Oh, God. And here's the other thing you have to think about is, this video has more fucking views than Raw and SmackDown at this point.
Well, yeah.
How many people would be fucking furious if this was all WWE?
Oh, lots of people.
Like, honestly, for me personally, because I watched Mox and I'm a huge Moxley fan, that would really, like, that's killing the character, basically.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
And, I mean, you have to think about it this way. Yeah, you're going to go to Fox and have a year where you're the top guy and everything is the way you want it. And then, like, a year later, you're going back to being in a fucking bear suit and selling hot dogs and wearing a gas mask and getting inoculated against diseases that the cities have.
But do you think SmackDown, Fox is, if Fox is saying we want more adult type content, though?
Honestly, this is my prediction. They'll be on Fox for 1 year and then be moved to FS1 because those ratings will not go up. Here's why. Vince is a crotchety old fucking man who nowadays it's not about the fans, it's about what the fuck he wants. So yeah, you're gonna get Mox versus Reigns at WrestleMania, but guess what? Just guess. Just guess what's gonna happen.
Me?
Yeah, take a guess, Jen.
Reigns is gonna beat Dean
Miserably.
and Mox and make him look weak and not threatening. Is that where you're going with this?
Yeah.
But see, I don't know. Like, I agree. Vince wants what he wants when he wants it, and he doesn't care about anybody else's opinion. But I don't know. I just have this weird, unsure feeling. Like, I don't know.
I mean, maybe that's a good thing.
Maybe. It would be a good thing if it was. I don't know, but the internet's blowing up. Twitter is blowing up over it.
Like, guys, I don't want him anywhere near the WWE at all.
Well, I know you don't, but
like, get the fuck away from them. And here's the thing: is why are you going to go back to a company when they're not letting Luke Harper out of his contract? People are failing drug tests to try to get fired, even though now WWE's caught on. People are pissed off. They're bitching, moaning, and complaining. Like, you want to go sign there?
well, he's already done it now. If he did it probably before this whole. And here's another thing, though. One more thing why I think it might be true. And this was what I was having a discussion with somebody about this. Like, we all thought, like, it was kind of strange that they were having this big farewell tour, right? Like, it went on and on and on and on. Farewell to Dean Ambrose.
But yes, go on.
Dean Ambrose, right? We all thought it was odd. They were making such a big deal out of it. I still think it's odd. Even if nothing else comes of it, I still think it's odd that they made, other than the fact that he can make money off, revenue off the shirts and shit. Like,
I don't know. I have a whole other opinion on this, but go on. No, I have a theory on this, but go on.
I don't know. It just seems like they were possibly saying goodbye to that character. Like, wanting it to be like, okay, we want you to, like, Vince be like, we want you to stop thinking of him this way. If this is what Vince really wants. Like, yeah, this is Dean Ambrose, but we want you to stop thinking about him. Like, he's gone. He's done.
This just more to my theory, but go on.
Like, I feel like that's what he's saying. Like, this is, in the past, we want you to forget who this is. We want you to say goodbye to this person because we're going to bring him back, and we want you to buy into what he's selling as Jon Moxley. And we don't want you to compare him to Dean Ambrose. We want you to buy in to Moxley on Fox, where he helps bring in a ton more abuses, which Vince thinks is going to happen. Like, if this is the case, Vince is banking on Moxley. Like, to put out that video, just like randomly drop that video, like, he's clearly banking on Dean Ambrose, which on Moxley, because I keep getting the names confused. He's clearly banking on that for a reason. Why, I don't know, because he never did shit with him when he was in, as Dean Ambrose. somebody has gotten to him, if this is the case, somehow been like, you're missing out, like this is what your company needs. Who that is, I don't know. But somebody has gotten at him because he never gave a shit about Dean Ambrose. So why does he give a shit about Moxley?
Here's my theories, just stemming off everything. Who still works for the WWE who is the closest person to Dean Ambrose?
Well, I was about to say Seth and
No.
Renee.
So are you really going to have the wife of this person on TV every week? Because her contract, I think, is for another year or two. You're going to have her on TV every week if they treated him like shit on the way out?
I don't feel like they treated him like shit on the way out.
No, I mean, if they treated him like shit on the way out, you still have to deal with Renee for
yeah. But here's the thing, though. I don't think Vince would care.
But go with me on this one. When was the last time a married couple or engaged was in a company, somebody got treated wrong, very wrong, horribly wrong, and left the company, but the wife was still there?
Oh, Punk.
What did AJ do?
She left.
Exactly.
But I see, and there's another thing. I don't feel like Punk got treated that bad anymore. I used to think that. But the more that I look back on it now, and like the more that I've read about it and heard about it, like I kind of feel like he fucked himself over. Like I get that he was unhappy. I fucking get that. But he was very unhappy because he wanted to main event Mania, and they wanted him to go against Triple H, which was supposed to be this rite of passage into, you know, getting him over even more and, you know, all this stuff. I get why he was unhappy. I get that. Like, who wouldn't be fed up with Vince McMahon? But I kind of feel like, in a way, Punk fucked himself over. But I see what you're saying. But the thing about it is, I don't feel like Renee brings as much value to WWE as AJ Lee did. Because Vince cuts her off half the time anyway when she's talking on commentary. Like, he likes for it to look good and be like, oh, look, we have a female, you know, blah, blah, blah. I don't think he values Renee the same way he would value AJ Lee. Well, I mean, Vince follows AJ and Punk on Twitter. He just refollowed them like a couple months ago.
And that's a whole other theory, but
which is very odd.
Like, there's a whole other theory to that one.
But like, I just feel like AJ Lee is a much bigger loss than Renee. I love Renee, but AJ Lee is a much bigger loss than Renee.
So, hold on, because I got more to this. Also, what is the one group that has made Vince the most money? Probably ever, if not in years, other than DX.
In years, the Shield, yeah.
So, if you treat him like shit on the way out, you're going to get resentment from the other two, right? Also, you're not going to be able to call him up when shit gets bad and be like, hey, buddy, are you under contract? You want to come get the gang back together?
I just don't think I see what you're trying to say, but no, I don't see it. Vince doesn't give a fuck.
Oh, but there's one thing that Vince does give a fuck about.
Money, but
bingo. Now, mind you, who's the people buying the shit when the Shield gets back together? It's the fucking fangirls. So Vince is going to keep that contingency happy. Be like, oh, hey, look, we're going to let him go. Everything's... Not only that, but there's bad fucking press right now. So you're really going to treat Dean the way you treated everybody else on the way out when all of the eyes are on Dean, not so much Luke Harper.
I get what you're saying, but I don't agree with it.
See, I think it's a massive conspiracy theory.
I get what you're saying, but I don't agree with it. I feel like when he's done with you, especially if Dean was like, no, he offered him a bunch of money and Dean was like, no. I get that he wanted the t-shirt sales and he wanted I don't see it. I don't see him being worried about Renee for sure. I think he gives two shits about Renee. I really do. Like, hire Beth. You just put Beth on NXT.
It's not so much Renee as a person. I think it's more the principle.
Yeah.
It's the principle. It's not, I mean, here's the thing. It could be insert wrestler A, insert wrestler wife B. But I think it's the principle of the matter because that, and plus it is, Dean is a part of the Shield. Like, if Dean was not a part of the Shield, who freaking Vince loves because it makes him money, plus Roman's in it, and we all know how Vince feels about Roman. Basically, he would have been treated just like as a number.
Well, that's probably true, but I still don't think, even if he is part of the Shield, they would have drug on this tour for ever how long.
I just think they're trying to make him happy. Plus, I feel like during that time, they were probably trying to butter him up and be like, look how good we're treating you. Come on, sign the contract. And I think they probably had Roman and Seth sitting there going, come on, buddy. You don't want to leave us. And then Dean probably kept saying, no, no, no. Then finally, like, it got to the point where it's like, oh, this is the last time, and he still didn't sign, so it had to be like, okay, bye. So I feel like that also had something to do with it, is they were trying to get him to sign, like, at the last minute kind of a thing. And pulling the whole, you think we treat you so bad, look how well we're treating you! You're being treated so well. But the other rumor I'm hearing is he's already out there taking bookings for, like, next month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, I don't know. The mystery. I really don't hope it. I mean, if it's fucking Vince, then I'm probably not a Moxley fan anymore.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not. And that's really sad. You know, I liked the old Mox before he sold out to consumerism, but okay. Yep. Yep. But we did, however, have a little bit of a Moxley binge watch on our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. You can go watch it as well.
You can go watch it. It's on our YouTube channel, Queens of the Ring. And there's a playlist where you can watch all the best moments of the man that I love, Jon Moxley. You know, before he might have sold out or bought in.
Oh, you just said he sold out. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, and yet your dog's name is Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
And not Jon Moxley.
Well, he does answer to Moxley now. It's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
I posted a video of it.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. So why is your dog not named Jon Moxley? Just out of curiosity.
I'm going to punch you in the
We haven't had this discussion ever. Why is your dog?
Because it was easier because his name was already Dino.
But Mox would be very easy to switch. Just say Mox.
He does answer to that, though. I will send you the goddamn video right now.
I believe you, but I'm just saying, like, if you were going to pick a name, why wouldn't you pick the non-sellout? That's all I'm saying.
We can't always have a dog named Swaggle Rock.
Well, no, we can't. He's special.
He's special. So Dean Ambrose is very special, okay?
I think, okay.
Plus, he's goofy. He's not like a lunatic. Well, he is a lunatic, but not as much as a lunatic.
Mm-hmm.
He is. He's good. You've met. You know what? You're making me want to hang up right now. That's not very nice. You're attacking a baby.
I love Dean Ambrose.
He can't defend himself.
I love Dean Ambrose.
He can't defend himself. He's just an innocent little baby, and here you are.
I'm not criticizing him at all. I'm just saying you should have named him after Mox.
Well, now, according to you, Mox might be a sellout, too. So either name. Yeah. So what does it matter? Fuck Vince McMahon. That's literally the moral of this story is fuck Vince McMahon. What? It's true.
It is true.
Yeah. Aw. They're having Joey Janela breakfast at StarCast. I want to go.
Go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, let me get on that.
Isn't that the one in Vegas?
Yeah. It's called a thing called money. I'm still recovering from mania.
I'm still recovering from life.
Well, true. But my pocketbook is still recovering from mania.
We got more trips to go on.
I know. Jen's basically booking up my year, guys. So if you want to see me, you're gonna have to probably run it through Jen because she's running my schedule now.
I didn't book your year. I booked one show. One weekend.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk later. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pay for the room. I mean, I'm gonna have money for the room. Someone will pay for the room.
Somebody, money will come from somebody to pay for something.
Yes. We'll find a way to pay for the room.
Well, that's in November. I mean,
it's for my birthday. Come on. My
plan
birthday's
on
in November.
Race, but okay.
Well, yeah, that's actually on my birthday. That's a whole other story.
Yeah.
I wish they were around the same time because, like, we get to go out for my birthday and then we could go to Chicago.
I wish All In too and the Survivor Series were like a week apart because then I'd just go for a week.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. We can't have nice things though.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. But yeah, that's the only show I have booked for you. What else are you talking about?
Just
other things?
Other things. That's why I said we'll talk later. Other things.
That may not be this year though. Probably, but I don't know for sure.
No comment. No comment, guys.
One day we can talk about it.
But it ain't today.
No.
It ain't right
today. Not today, Satan.
That seems more like a personal choice, but okay.
That today will come, but not today.
Oh God, are we gonna have a big extravaganza when that day comes?
Which day? No, I'm talking about the planned thing.
Oh, that's what I was talking about.
Which planned thing? Your planned thing or my planned thing?
We're being very cryptic, guys. Your party.
Oh, well, no, I'm talking about the plan.
Oh, I was talking about your party.
Oh no,
because that party has to happen first before the plan.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. We got T-shirts.
I want your mom to come to the party.
We need to have a bunch of people come to the party.
But I want your mom too, really bad.
We gotta start planning said party.
Well, we got a lot to do before we can start planning
well,
stuff.
No shit, Sherlock. The shirt will mean nothing if you haven't gone through the stuff to get to the shirt.
That's true. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
Yes. Moving on.
So I didn't watch Raw or SmackDown.
Me either.
I don't think a lot of the internet did, to be honest.
1.9 million views for SmackDown.
In hour one? Oh, SmackDown.
Raw, the lowest was like 2.1, which is still really low.
Yeah.
Guys, next week, who's taking bets on if Raw falls under 2 million?
Oh, it will. People that are like hardcore fans are like turning on it left and right.
Like us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you've been bitter for a while. I've been watching it anyway.
Yeah. Guys,
now I'm just kind of like, nope.
Literally, I think we might. I kind of came up with a plan for WrestleMania next year if the product doesn't get any better.
Oh, yeah?
I did.
I had a story about that too. Go on.
So for WrestleMania, we'll just get whatever the fuck seats because at that point, who cares? Plus, the seats might be cheap because nobody's gonna go. Yeah, we'll just sit wherever the fuck we want. Yeah. But we don't go to Raw. We don't go to SmackDown because guess where we're going?
Disney World.
Disney World. Literally Monday morning, we will leave and go to Disney.
Sounds like
also, we're going to try to get tickets to Joey Janela's spring break because Nikki wants to go. Also, hopefully there's a Ring of Honor show.
Yeah.
I want to see PCO.
There might even be a New Japan show again.
I know. AEW show?
Can we go to House of Hardcore?
Yeah, if they do it.
We can go to Drag Show.
We can go. Can we go to Impact? If it's still good.
I'd go.
If it's still good. WrestleCon.
Like, I almost feel like if we did, and if we can access, we can do access, but like
access. I feel like we're gonna do
maybe
access either way.
maybe I don't know. I have to figure out what everybody's going with this, but maybe we just go watch WrestleMania in a bar.
I mean,
I'll
unless
have
we
to
can
see.
get some cheap ass tickets, yeah.
Yeah, but I'll have to see like with other people that we're going with. I'll have to see like I would be okay with it.
Exactly. I mean, my theory is unless we could get some cheap ass tickets and there's something we want to watch, then no. Like,
well, like, and you know that we probably have a shot at some pretty good seats, and the people we were gonna get the pretty good seats from, like, are kind of at this point like we don't fucking care about it either. That was what I was told.
yeah. Well, if they still go, then we'll go because pretty good seats. But if not, we will be at a bar somewhere getting drunk and then go to Disney World.
Yeah. With a group, we want everybody to go to Disney World.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney World's fun, but we don't want to go alone.
I mean, the two of us would be fun though, but
we would be fun. So come to Disney World with us.
Yeah,
if you're gonna be in Tampa, just take
Yeah.
a day and come to Orlando and come to Disney with us.
yeah, come to Disney.
I'll ride with you on any ride. I pretty much will ride anything. Oh yeah, I'll be in your seat on Haunted Mansion. You've never been. I'll have to be in your seat.
I've never been to Disney World. I've been to Disneyland, not Disney World. Hey,
Nothing
you
on
better
Disney
not,
World.
because if Mania's in LA after the year after, we're going to Disneyland.
I'll go to Disneyland. I'm just saying you're gonna show up at Disney World and you're gonna be like, what the hell have I been missing?
You know what? We'll go to fucking Cars Land because there's no Cars Land at Disney World.
Who fucking cares about Cars Land?
I do.
I
love
don't.
Cars Land.
I don't give a fuck about Cars Land.
I like it.
I don't.
Guys, we could go to the bar at California Adventure too.
You go to a bar, lots of places. We can go to downtown Disney and go to the bar.
Shaking my head at her.
They have bars downtown Disney. We could go to lots of places in Orlando and go get drunk. There's drag shows in Orlando.
Can we drive by the Performance Center?
Sure.
Do a drive-by.
Let's do it.
Nobody will be there, but we'll just be like, hey.
Take a picture outside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're planning on coming to Tampa, plan on coming to Disney World with us because we want people to go with us because it's so much more fun to have a group.
Yeah.
The requirement is you have to wear Mickey and or Minnie ears.
Mickey's already planning hers.
I'm taking my plain Minnie ones to Disney this week. I'm taking the rose gold ones. I'm going to save those. I won't custom Robin Hood ones though.
Girl, I want Nightmare Before Christmas ones. My brother might be going on October, so I told him if they have them.
They might. Yeah. I can't remember. I've been there in October.
Disneyland does Halloween better though. The whole park's Halloween. From what I've read,
Halloween at Disney World.
I've read it's different.
No, the whole park is Halloween at Disney World. They have all the villains out. They stay open till like 1 or 2 in the morning.
See, we should go in October.
Ugh, I've been already. I want to go Christmas. That's when I want to go. It looks so pretty at Christmas.
Guys.
Well, we're going in April next year, so.
Yeah. There'll be no holidays celebrated.
Your birthday.
Yeah. 29 again.
For 3 years in a row.
Well, this year I actually did the big number, but I'm going backwards now.
Oh, okay. We're admitting that you turned 30. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But we're going backwards now. Only because I'm the same age as Billy Kay. But we're going to go backwards now.
Okay. Yeah. Seems fair.
Yeah. It's very fair. It's very fair. That and plus, guys, I kind of need AEW to do something next year because I want to see Marty.
Well, they probably will.
I need to see Marty.
I mean, it's in Florida, so I'm sure they will.
Marty. And Jen's going to want to see Jay Briscoe, so we'll have to go to Ring of Honor, too.
Yeah. Oh. Back to that alley. Forget mine in the gutter. Mine in the alley.
Hot damn.
Ugh.
And I can meet Joey Janela.
I could.
I could. And Jimmy Havoc. Hot damn. That was something I never thought could happen.
There you go.
Yep.
I'm gonna
AEW.
meet Adam Page.
Girl.
He's the Matthew McConaughey of wrestling. I'll say it
He
forever and
is.
ever.
He is. I just want Kenny.
I want to meet Kenny.
I want to meet Kenny.
You guys, Kenny was in the town I work in that I grew up in a few nights ago. They had this wrestling show. I've never even heard of the promotion ever. And it was in Canton, Georgia, which is literally the city that not really a city, town, city, whatever you want to call it, that I work in, which is like 10, 15 minutes from where I live. And like, I knew they were having it. I knew that Cody said he was going to be there with Pharaoh. And I knew something would happen. I was like, oh, maybe the Bucks will show up, or maybe Hangman will show up. Like, you know, they kind of been showing up at all these different indie shows. No.
No. The one time she doesn't go.
Yeah. Chris Jericho and fucking Kenny Omega get in a fight.
Yeah.
Like, really? I was so pissed. I was home. I got home from work and laid down and got on Twitter and saw that shit, and I was so pissed. Like, literally 10, 15 minutes from my house. So pissed.
Well,
still pissed about it.
I'm pissed because I'm stuck in boring ass Phoenix, so.
Wow, this is boring ass Georgia, and it happened here, so it may happen where you are. You never know.
No, because this was supposed to be the last indie thing for Cody.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The only reason he went is he's like, going back to where I started.
So he started in that promotion?
I think it was just a promotion in Canton.
Oh, okay.
But he went to that one.
Interesting.
Because I guess he was born in Canton.
He grew up in Marietta.
Yeah, but he was born. According to his Twitter post, at least, he said, I was born in Canton. I'm going back. I'm like, oh.
Interesting. Huh.
Jen, you have something in common with Cody Rhodes.
Well, I wasn't born in Canton. I was born in Kennesaw, which is basically Marietta. So we kind of swapped.
Well, swapped a little bit.
Yeah. Interesting, though. And I've just told everybody pretty much where I live, so that's great.
Yeah, good job, buddy. I keep mine very.
I didn't say the town where I live, but
no. They could find you.
Yeah, they probably could.
I keep forgetting where you actually live, like the city. I'm like, wait.
It's easy to remember.
I know. I would think that I'd remember it, but then I'm like, wait. What?
It's very easy to remember.
It is. I have to look at my phone all the time because I put it on my phone. I'm like, where is it?
I remember I remember your city. Because it's kind of an odd name.
Yeah, I think there's only 2 in the whole country, which narrows it down a lot.
It does. This is like totally showing you how shitty wrestling is, because we've been sitting here talking about where we were born and who we want to have sex with, which is just a continuation of, last week.
I mean, it's basically like wrestling.
It's wrestling related.
Yeah, I mean, we're only talking about wrestlers we want to have sex with. It's not like we're talking about people we want to have sex with.
We haven't expanded into, other forms of entertainment and or real life.
Yeah.
I could go into other forms of entertainment, but
Sorry, I keep kayfabe on here. It's true.
You're being method.
Yes, I am.
I could go into a list of celebrities.
Guys.
Let me just say, I said that Hangman was the Matthew McConaughey of wrestling.
She fucked with McConaughey too.
All day long. Oh my god. That man. Oh my god. That man. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. You know who is really hot?
Who?
for like an old, well, not older, but kind of older gentleman.
Who?
Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd fuck him.
Yeah.
Especially if he was like Tony Stark while you did it.
Yeah.
Like he just doesn't give a fuck. I do it.
That's him anyway.
Oh yeah, but true, because Robert Downey Jr. and Tony Stark are pretty much the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
You know who I would do that is old?
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
He is attractive. He's an attractive older man.
Yeah, I'd ride it. I'd ride it.
Not an older man, but Paul Rudd.
He's cute.
I do. He has not aged.
No, not really.
No, he's never aged.
Mm-mm.
Not aged at all.
Mm-mm. Who else sounds very like odd that you would pick, that you'd be like, I would fuck him? I'm trying to think who else I like that's like, I like a lot of people that aren't the norm, but I'm just,
yeah. The guy who was in Queen of the Damned is Lestat. I'd fuck him. I mean, I feel like that's not a surprise, though.
No, I'm going for like total surprise. Who's some like preppy and or older man that you'd be like, yeah.
Preppy? Either one of the Hemsworth brothers.
Oh.
I'd fuck. Totally off brand.
Totally
off brand, but I'd fuck either one.
Especially Liam. Yeah.
Chris. Oh.
I see. I'd pick Liam.
I'd pick Chris. This is why our friendship works.
I know, right?
I don't know.
Who would I pick that would be odd? Who do I like that's kind of dark and
mysterious?
Yeah. Johnny Depp, but that's not really that dark.
Yeah, no.
But I would.
I had a phase, the Johnny Depp phase. I was like 14.
Oh no, I've never outgrew that phase. The chocolate Johnny Depp.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about YouTubers we would fuck?
YouTubers? Oh god, all the ones I like are gay.
Rhett from Rhett and Link. Yeah. But that's like my type, though.
Yeah,
big, bearded man.
I only watch most of the male YouTubers I watch are gay, though.
Yeah.
I'd fuck Shane.
I would, too.
I think he'd be fun.
He would be a good time. He's bi, so.
Exactly.
You know who's really hot, but I'd fuck him, but it would only be one time.
Who?
Nate.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
He's my type.
It'd be one time.
He's my type in high school. I would
let Jeffrey watch too.
Mm-hmm. In high school, I would have been all over Nate. Totally.
No, I'd let Jeffrey watch, and then we'd have tea afterwards.
Tea.
Yeah, we'd go sip
Red Bull.
Throw a little shade.
Red Bull with a Jeffree Star straw.
I'd be like, "Do you have a Diet Coke?"
He has everything. Please.
No.
He has a grocery store in the back of his house.
Huh.
Must be nice.
So, did you see Endgame yet?
No, I have not.
I'm going again next week.
Ah.
My grandma wants to see it. She's never seen an Avengers movie. Well,
she'll be totally confused.
Oh, yeah. She's like, I heard it was really good, so I want to see it. I'm like, okay. Then she's like, you went by yourself? I'm like, yeah. She's like, that's
fun.
She's like, that's pathetic.
No, it's fun.
Girl, I'm glad I went by myself because, ooh, Lord, I cried. I blubbered multiple times. Sure you
weren't the only one.
No, the guys next to me were like, who the fuck would cry? I'm like, shut up. You assholes.
Lots of people were saying they cried, though.
Oh, girl. Ooh, girl. I'm not going to give away spoilers because we're still in the don't spoil the end game thing. Oh, Lord. Let's just say, I don't think I've cried that much in a long time.
Just too many deaths happening.
Yeah. Just shit happening. Not only that, but like, I was feeling really emotional before I went. So like, even the things that weren't super sad, I was still crying over.
Yeah, that's my life.
Okay, so I can spoil this because this is put out. When Hawkeye's family turns to dust. Like, he's outside playing with his kids, and then he's like, turns around, and he's like, honey, and they're all gone, like, the dust is going, and I'm like, I think it's because it was kids.
Probably.
Yeah. There's like a little boy, and he's like playing baseball, and then all of a sudden he's gone, and I'm like, what the fuck? Not the children.
Aww.
That was bad. And that's like not the saddest part of the movie. That's not even close to the saddest part of the movie. No.
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 I wouldn't know because I haven't seen it, but I take your word for it.
Ugh. See, if you lived here, you probably would have gone with me to go see it. Or if I lived there. Or we lived somewhere else.
Probably.
Yeah. And then we would have both been crying.
Yeah. I've been very emotional lately, so yeah.
Me too. It's bad. Guys, I'm not sleeping, so it turns into me getting on Twitter at 3 o'clock in the morning being like, I hate rejection and I'm alone.
Who rejected you?
Nobody!
Why are you saying you hate rejection?
Because I feel like I'm going to be rejected by somebody.
By who? Who you
I don't know. Nobody. But it's coming. One of these days. One of these days it's happening. And I'm going to get rejected. Guys, yeah. That's a whole bunch of anxiety right there.
That's a bad way to think about it.
I'm like, I'm going to be alone forever. Me and my dogs and a pig and some babies I have by a sperm donor. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, yeah. It's bad. It's bad.
See, I don't think ending up alone is that bad. I really don't.
See, I can't get to my end game without something. So, you know.
Yeah.
Do with that information what you will.
We're all different.
Plus, I kind of like want to have somebody to like wake up next to sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
So
I need a coffin built for two.
See, I don't see you as being that type.
I'm a cuddler.
I'm a cuddler too, but it's kind of surprising
Until
you would admit that.
Until you start to sweat on me, and then I'm like, okay, get.
This is funny that you're a cuddler after you criticized the conversation we had earlier.
What?
The conversation we had earlier.
About
cuddling and whatnot. Yeah.
It has to be the right person, though.
Well, yeah, but I was speaking as it being the right person. And you were like, oh, I would. Remember? Okay, I'm not talking about it.
Text me.
We were talking. Okay. I'll text you.
Just text me. So, yeah, I don't know what Jen's talking about, guys.
Yeah, you do. Hold on.
Well, yeah, watch. When you say it, I'll be like, oh, yeah. Also, guys, if you ever see us in person, I'm not a hugger.
No.
I'm not a hugger.
You're not a toucher.
I'll pat people's heads. The only people I really want to hug are like Rosemary, because I love Rosemary. And Rebby. I do hug Jen, but only because I'm like, we never see each other. I bet if we saw each other every day, I'd like, get the fuck away from me.
Probably. Yeah. All right, I sent you.
That's different.
No, it's not. That's the best
I'm talking about the cheese factor in that.
It's not.
Totally is. Totally is.
Because there's no other choice. There's no other choice. There's no cheese factor.
Corny.
No, it's not.
It was corny what was said. The way you said it, it was corny.
Well, it wasn't corny at the time.
It's corny.
No, it wasn't.
That's as corny as cornet.
Bullshit. It was not. It's not. It was not. I feel like all we've done all this episode is be very cryptic about everything.
We'll talk later. Guys, there's a lot going on that we are not at liberty to discuss at the moment. And
one day.
Take that for what you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One day, though.
It has nothing to do with the podcast, though.
No.
Nothing at all to do with the podcast.
Nope.
Though we are quite entertaining when we try to be cryptic.
We are.
Yeah.
When we can talk about it, though, that'll be really entertaining.
Oh, Lord. Are we going to have a special guest for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah.
I think we're going to have a special guest before then, too.
I have a couple special guests lined up, so.
Well, I have someone who said that they would like to be on, that would like to challenge you to a encyclopedia historian contest.
I know who this person is and what's in it for me.
I'm telling you, the thrill of victory. So if you can,
the thrill of victory?
If you can beat them, yes.
The thrill of victory.
Yes. I'm gonna have some questions.
Bunny, you suck.
I have some questions and quiz you and the guest and see who gets the most right.
Well, I'm not. Oh, I cannot say what I was about to say, and I almost said it.
I'm telling you though, I would like to see you up against someone the same caliber of knowledge as you and see who's better. Who knows more?
Oh, so who's better? I see.
Who knows more?
Oh, I'm taking the first thing you said. Who's better?
At knowledge.
It's a competition, y'all.
Oh, Lord. I just want you up against somebody who knows a ton. Like you what is you say, you're a wrestling encyclopedia, who says the same thing about themselves. A historian, actually, is what they say. But I would just like to see who
I'm skeptical.
I'm not. I want to see it.
You want me to get in a fight, don't you?
No, I have this friend who says that he is a wrestling historian. That's what he calls himself. And like he's
among other things.
What?
I said among other things.
A wrestling historian?
Among other things.
I don't get it. But okay. I don't get it. But anyway, the point is that what are you making that face at me for?
No, I'm sure everybody else just got what I said, but go on.
I don't get it. He calls himself that, and like I was like, well, Nikki like says she's like an encyclopedia, blah blah blah, and I was like, you guys should like compete against each other and see who knows more. Are you afraid of competition, Nikki?
No, I'm not afraid of competition. I'm just skeptical about this whole thing. And it has nothing to do with the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Put it that way. Put it that way. And yes, I'm being cryptic. I'm being cryptic.
Oh, Lord. All I want you to do is have a competition. What is so bad about that?
Like Bella Brains.
Okay, whatever.
You're probably going to give said guest the answer.
No, I'm not.
You probably will.
I'm going to find some really hard-ass questions.
Okay, well, you know what? Here's what I have to say, Missy Pants. I want an impartial question gatherer.
I'm impartial. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. What are you talking about? I'm going to go way back.
I love it.
I'm going to go way back to stuff I don't know about.
Oh my god. The fact that you said I'm impartial, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing is like iconic.
I'm going to go way back. I don't know if any of this stuff way back.
Oh Lord.
It'll be great. I think it'll be great.
You're going to go to like wrestling from the 1920s, aren't you?
No. But it'll be interesting.
Oh my god.
We're going to test your Encyclopedia Britannica knowledge.
In Britannica. Ha! Interesting choice of words there, miss. Yes, I'm glaring at you right now.
I think it'll be great. I'm excited about it.
I want a secondary impartial.
Who?
Alex.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, that would be a really good conversation.
Yeah.
Really good.
Because you know what? There's going to be some shit show shenanigans. Fucking
No, there's
romper room.
not.
Oh, there is. They'll be like, oh, let's make Nikki look dumb.
Oh,
I'm
bullshit.
all the answers, and he'll be like, ding, 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 oh, I got it first, and you didn't even finish answering the question.
No, everybody has to wait till the question is finished. We'll let Alex play too.
He's gonna be drunk.
Okay, well then me and Alex will judge then.
If he's...
I think it would actually be a really good conversation. I really do. So yeah, we may have some guests soon.
Yeah. I feel like Alex is more a friend of the show now because he just comes on whenever.
That's true.
Yeah.
But he's going to have a job this time.
Alex, you got a job now if you're listening. No, I will text you and let you know what this job is. Yes.
I think it'd be hilarious. A whole episode testing your knowledge would be great. You know a lot.
You know what? I want to test Jen's knowledge.
I don't have any. If it didn't happen in the last 20 years, I have no idea what you're talking about. And, well, I do know stuff from when I was a kid, but I don't really remember a ton of it.
Do.
Telling you.
She probably doesn't know what that is either.
See? This is why we need to have this competition.
No. I feel like I want to make sure these questions are not partial. So
how would they be partial?
Oh, there's a way.
No, there's not.
And I can't say how, because then it would let information out that we cannot have out.
No, it wouldn't.
What I'm trying to say, yes. Yes, it would.
Okay, I don't get it. The point is, we're going to test your knowledge.
I feel like there has to be some kind of rules, though. Like, you can't go back to, like, 1910.
Okay, there'll be a time frame.
There has to be a time frame, because, honestly, knowing you, Jen, you'd be like, I'm going to stump them both. And you'd be like, in 1920,
That's
what
true.
happened? And I'd be like,
that's true. I would do that.
Like,
I would do that. That's true.
Yeah. See, I know you.
That's true.
Or you'd be like, what did so-and-so say in a promo in 1972? What promo? What are we talking about?
I would make it fair. I would be fair. So if you guys would like to see that or hear that, let us know, because I think it would be hilarious. You would get really into it. You'd be really competitive.
Oh, girl, that would have to be an explicit episode because I'd be calling people fucking names.
Yep. Can we get 4 people on this thing? You can, right?
Yeah. Or I'll just call Alex and be like, get your ass over here, buddy.
That's true. You can do that too.
Yeah. Here, I sent you.
Sent me what?
Go look. Which is why I didn't say it.
That's not fair.
It's very fair.
You should know about that too. The second part you should.
Well, I meant from like the past.
Right.
Don't be like, in 1983 this happened in that place, and I'd be like,
no,
okay.
I wouldn't do that. No. I'm gonna like find these on some website and draw and
guys. This is why we need an impartial second judge.
Well, that's why we're gonna have Alex.
Because I'll be like, Alex, does this make sense to you?
And then I want Alex and our guests to have to talk about wrestling, because I think that they're like the same person. I think they would have a really good conversation. I'm serious. I do.
Okay.
I do.
If you say so.
Okay. I say so.
Mm-hmm.
We still have that other guest that I need to try to get on here too.
I need to get that other guest too, but you don't want to talk to this guest. But it might be interesting. Might be different perspective.
Well, I don't know when to talk to them.
You've already said no on this one, but I feel like it'd be interesting for a different perspective.
I'm trying to remember who I said no to. I remember saying no. Oh.
Yeah. But I feel like perspective-wise, it'd be a good perspective to have.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think that our mutual Twitter friend now.
Yeah!
I think we could get him.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think it'd be pretty simple.
Mm-hmm. I think you do it.
I mean, like, my bet, like, here's the thing, guys, is I have a dream list of what I want to happen on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them will probably never happen. That's sad.
Depends on who you know. We know somebody.
Well, okay, so I kind of put some of this list out, but we're going to put the rest of the list out. I want a busted open Queens of the Ring crossover. With not just Dave. We need Dave back on, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now that I have a voice.
Now that you have a voice and we've kind of upped our recording quality, then yes, we need Dave back on. Now this one is out of left field and probably could never happen. Talking Shop, Queens of the Ring crossover, and that's Gallows and Anderson. I don't think it could ever happen, but
why?
I just think it'd be difficult to maneuver. At least at this point in time. It would be difficult to logistically happen. Because Talking Shop, they're like in person and getting drunk and shit. So I feel like right now, logistically, it'd be very difficult.
We can get drunk on the computer. Why not?
Drunk on the computer. I feel like it's different when you're in person, though. But that is a dream episode of mine. That would be hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I
would have a good rapport with him, so.
I know. It'd be funny as hell. Like, guys, just knowing them the way we know them, that would probably be the best, funniest episode. Probably funnier than the sex episode. Because it would just... I
would like to get Gallows drunk and talk about his sexcapades.
Right?
I would
you know what I want to ask about? Those two,
oh, yeah.
Who were there? Like, so, do you remember them?
We get the whole story, I bet.
We could.
Mm-hmm.
We could
but
totally get the whole story.
If we get the guy I'm talking about, he's a way into some people.
Oh, you know who I want to get, and I have to try to pull some strings?
Who?
Peter Avalon.
Oh.
The librarian. Because I've met him.
There you go.
So he's on CWFAZ, so I'm going to try.
Well, I'll try on mine if you want.
Some people.
I think mine won't be that hard.
Yeah, I just got to pull some strings with Mr. Salyers, if you're listening. If not, you will receive a text message shortly saying to answer your goddamn phone and to help me out.
Yeah, there you go.
And
I could text my buddy.
Yeah, guys, we have connections. It's just we have to figure out how to work said connections. Guys, I want Rebby on the show. And it would never happen, but
you never know.
Yeah.
Are we free to say who my connection is at this point?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Because I think connotations, maybe? Because I think if you say the connection, then
I'm not gonna say how.
The puzzle pieces would come together.
Maybe.
Yeah. Especially now that you just said I'm not gonna say how. So there you go.
Well,
way to go, Jen.
There's nothing illicit about it. So don't go thinking it's illicit because it's not.
Girl, this is the internet. Everybody's gonna think it's illicit.
Well, it's not. I promise you.
We don't need no James Charles drama happening.
No.
Plus your boss listens.
Yeah, but my boss knows about it.
He does?
Yeah.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
We should try to get Whitney on.
We could. Hey, if you're listening to this and you want to be on.
Yeah, if you want to come talk to us about whatever the fuck you want to watch and talk about. And wrestling too. I mean, I feel like you have to talk about wrestling at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wrestling can be linked in with a lot of different things, though.
Yeah. Believe me, we do it a lot.
Obviously.
Oh, hey, Breaking news. I wish we had a sound effect for this. According to Fox Sports Asia, Becky Lynch will be announced as the cover star for WWE 2K20.
That doesn't surprise me, though. That's good for her, though. You know what we didn't do, and I forgot. We almost didn't do it again.
What?
We need to hear your story about why your loyalties have changed.
Oh!
We will close out this episode with that story.
Wow, this is like a
So in case you haven't been on the internet lately,
for a while,
on Twitter,
for at least a month.
Yeah, around the time of Mania,
it was a little beforehand. I feel like my allegiances were wavering a while ago.
Yeah, but you changed everything when we were in New York. Like officially.
Because I was like really, really pissed off.
I know, but you still changed everything. But go ahead. So what happened? It started at Rumble, really.
It did start at Rumble because let me tell you guys, like, the disappointment I had was insurmountable. Jen was there. I was all excited. And nothing happened. And you know what?
Excited for Bray.
Yeah. I'm trying not to say his name.
Okay, excited for Bray because we thought he was going to come back at Rumble. Go ahead.
But he didn't. And he was kind of being a jerk at that time, too. Like, he was being a jerk to fans on Instagram who were like, oh, I want Bray to come back. Oh, he said his name. Fuck him. People who, like, were wanting him to be there and wanting to show up. And he was like, oh, you need to have patience. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, just fucking say what you're doing.
Right.
Like, don't sit here and be fucking cryptic about it. Like, please don't, because that's bullshit right there. Level this on top of, personally, I just was over it. Like, literally, it felt like somebody, not naming names, but y'all know, because Jen just said it, didn't really care about anything, except himself. And yeah, like, he doesn't owe anybody anything, but like, yeah. At that point, I was like, you know what? You're kind of a dick.
Right. And it ruined your night.
It did. It ruined my night. And at that point, I was like, you know what? This is bullshit. So I started to kind of pull away at that point. Fast forward to March, I literally came to the conclusion that I'm not going to have my Mania be ruined by that jerk.
Because we didn't know if he was going to be. But people kept saying they thought he was going to show up.
Yeah. Well, guess what? I was like, you know what? If he shows up, whatever. I don't care. Because you know what? I had my time ruined at the Royal Rumble, which my pay-per-view really wasn't that great anyway. But still, I had my time ruined. I could have gotten drunker than I was.
It was, yeah. It was bad.
It was really bad, guys. Like, you know when the moment where you can literally just, like, it dawns on you that, like, everything's a fucking waste? Yeah, that's what happened to me, basically. So in March, I told Jen, and nobody else but Jen, that I was done. Jen, how did you
say I was happy? Because, I mean, now that we're free to talk about this, at Royal Rumble, like, it totally ruined the mood, man. Like, we left the show, like, we were supposed to go out, like, we got in a hotel in downtown, we were supposed to go out, and you were just like, no, we're not doing anything. I don't want to do anything. And I was just like, no, come on, like, no. And you were just like insistent, like that it was awful, and that you were just so mad, and like it was fucking stupid, and WWE was stupid, that they were the one that ruined it and not him. And then you got mad at him, and then it was just like on the walk there, like you just were so pissed off, and I was just like, well, we go out. No. I'm like, okay. So then we just went back to the room and sat there, and I'm like, okay, we got this hotel, and we were gonna go out, and like Bray ruined the whole thing. Like, I was, I wasn't happy, but you weren't happy either. But I wasn't happy either, because it was just like, why are we letting him ruin our whole night? Kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it was like, I don't know. Honestly, I think it came down to the fact that he was like one of the only people that I was like excited for. And I feel like that kind of goes with like, yeah, I was excited to see Adam there. Yeah, I was excited to see Alistair. Like Becky winning, yeah. But like, I think a majority of my dedication to the WWE was because of him.
Right.
So really, like, the fact that it was a major disappointment again, like, literally, this wasn't even just the first disappointment. This was one of many. It's like, okay, well, like, fuck it. I'm done. Don't want to deal with it. So, March rolls around, and I decide, fuck it. It's all his fault. Because he's a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, basically, I was like, I don't give a fuck if he shows up or not. I don't care. And
Yeah, you didn't mention it.
No,
Like during the show, you didn't mention it at all.
no, not once.
And you met Marty and were really, really happy with that.
Yeah, I met Marty. I met Vicky Haskins. I met Rosemary. Like, literally, it's like you let one person cloud your judgment of everything. And it was getting to the point where, like, I was hating wrestling in general. Not just
Right.
WWE, but, like, in general. And that, like, why? Like, looking back, it's like, why? Because let me tell you, there's, like, a lot of shit I do like. Like, really, there's a lot of shit I do actually like. And, literally, it was, like, the one thing that was clouding everything else.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree with that 100%.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Like, I watched Royal Rumble again after the fact, like, after I made the decision, and I was like, yeah, it still wasn't that great. Really, it wasn't that great.
Well, no, but, like,
Let's be honest.
you and I both know, like, we like just being in, like, the atmosphere as well.
Yeah.
And, like, that atmosphere, number one, was ruined by that stupid light.
Yeah. Like, guys, let me tell you, like, I had a headache that day. Like, after the light, I had a headache through the entire Royal Rumble. So, that probably didn't help matters.
Probably not.
No. I was like, okay, well, fuck it. And then I almost got in a fight with that lady who worked for the WWE. And,
She's a bitch. A lot of people almost got in a fight
fucking
with her.
bitch. Are you asking for an ADA? Bitch, really? I swear. Like, ugh. Still, like, thinking back to that, I'm like, fuck that bitch. No.
And then when she was mocking somebody,
Yeah.
that I can't remember what she was, but that pissed me off. That was when I finally said something.
Yeah.
Oh, and they were like something about how last time that had the problem they got their tickets comped. She was like, oh, and she like put her hand in her pocket. She's like, oh, here, oh wait, I don't have any. That pissed me off. I was like, that's not very professional. It's really not professional. She's like, I don't.
No.
What do you mean? What do you mean, bitch?
At one point, I think I said fuck Vince McMahon. It was great.
Oh, you said a lot of things.
You know what, guys? Like, literally, I think that's the one statement for wrestling the past 3 years for me. Fuck Vince McMahon.
I think a lot of people would agree with that statement.
He's such a dick.
So anyway, yeah. So he's pretty much been dropped, and now this new gimmick, you don't like it at all. So.
Oh, no. It's fucking stupid. Like, if you're gonna do fucking creepy serial killer children show host, at least be accurate.
Yeah.
There's like zero authenticity.
I mean, I get what they're trying to do, but so far I'm not a fan.
I love how everybody's all like, oh my god, it's so good. I'm like, are we watching the same shit?
Well, here's the thing. I didn't realize until this last episode that the doll in the window's name was Abby. I did not get that.
I did. I didn't give a fuck.
I didn't notice it at first, and then I noticed it the last time. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And like the stupid thing is everybody keeps saying like, oh my god, Nikki, you need to give it a chance. No.
You know, it's really, though, a lot of people are really excited about it, which kind of surprises me, but it's like the most he's been talked about in a while. I don't like it. I get what they're trying to do, but I don't like it.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I think that's another reason why I'm kind of like fucking done is like, I was the only one keeping him fucking relevant for a while because I was the only one talking about him.
Yeah.
And like, at that point, it's just like, okay, well, now that you're relevant again, I guess it's like, fuck off, everybody. So, whatever. Like, that really pissed me off.
So
Among other
things.
He's been replaced multiple times over.
Yeah, now we're on to Marty and Brody.
And Alistair.
And
Braun.
Braun.
Because Braun's adorable, guys. He's so funny and cute. But, like, yeah, the fact that, like, yeah, I mean, good for you that you're relevant again. I mean, literally, you're relevant again. Good for you. Do you want a cookie?
See, total change.
Not only that, but, like, how long till you're not relevant again?
That's true, too.
And I'm going to laugh when people are like, oh my god, what happened to his character? I'm like, y'all fucking think it's so funny. No. Sorry. Yeah. I'm done. I'm over it. Now, Mania, the only bad part was we were falling asleep during it.
God, I can't go through that. That's why I'm saying maybe we should go to a bar, depending on what other people want to do.
Right.
Like, I don't know if I can sit through all that. One of the people we're going with was like, I drink a lot of fucking beer. I'm gonna have to piss like a lot. And they're like, how long was it? I was like, it was like 8 hours. Like, yeah, I'm gonna piss way too much. Like, I'm gonna be up and down like way too much. I'm like, yeah. You piss a lot.
I'm surprised I didn't go more than I did, but then again, I did fall asleep for like 2 of the matches. And it was freezing.
It was cold. It was not freezing, but it was cold.
For me, it was.
It was definitely cold. But oh man. So yeah, so now we have that explained.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a month of dodging that question.
So now we know.
Now we know, guys. We know, and literally, yeah. So I would like it if people would stop talking about it. That'd be nice.
Yeah, don't mention that word.
Yeah.
He who must not be named.
Yeah. I mean, if you really want spooky, I mean, I'm the spookiest of the spooky between him and I, so.
It's just...
Really.
And yours is legit.
I'm legit. He's just like a poser. Yeah. I mean, if you really wanted spooky, I mean, I could write it, but I don't want to give WWE ratings.
No.
Right, Jen?
No, you don't.
I'd make it like Ted Bundy.
Have you watched that movie yet?
Yes!
Was it good?
Oh, it was good. Girl. I saw his ass, too.
Really?
Zac Efron's ass. It's not bad. I mean, I wouldn't fuck him, but it was nice. It was nice. But yeah, it was really good.
I want to watch it.
It was really good. Like the end got like, oh girl, who girl?
Did it romanticize him though? Because everybody's saying that it romanticized him.
I didn't think so. Like it until the end, it kind of did, but then at the end, it was like because like the whole movie. No, the whole movie, it goes through, he's like, I'm innocent, I didn't do it, and he's telling, like, his girlfriend, like, I'm innocent, I didn't do anything, I didn't do it, and she, like, spirals into addiction because of this. Like, she becomes an alcoholic. And, finally, like, she, like, stops talking to him. And she doesn't talk to him at all, and the trial's going on, and he finds this other lady and has, like, a kid with her. And then at the end, the detective's like, hey, because he still loves her. And he's like, hey, you need to go talk to him because we're going to execute him and we want to know if there's any other victims. So she shows up, and he's like, I'm so happy you're here. And she just keeps saying, what did you do with so-and-so's head? What did you do? Tell me what you did with it. And then finally, like, spoiler alert, everybody. Finally, he, like, goes up to the glass and writes hacksaw. And I'm like, ah! And I knew it was coming, too. Like, I knew he killed her. Obviously, he's guilty. I knew it. But then, like, when he did, I was like,
what'd she do?
she's like, she just looked and was like, and then walked away. And then she told the detective, he chopped her head off with a saw and then walked away. I'm like, ah!
Ooh.
Like, that moment, though, like, I'm watching him, I was like, what is he spelling? And I'm like, oh, no, I know what he's spelling. Oh, my God.
So he was still in love with the girlfriend?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But he, like, got this other lady who was, like, devoted to him. Like, one of those, like, women who date prisoners.
Right.
And she's like, he's innocent. He did nothing wrong. We're going to get out of here, and we're going to go get married, and we're going to have babies, and everything's going to be great. And he's like, yeah, we're going to go get married. But the whole time he's thinking about her.
Oh.
Yeah. And then he gets that crazy lady pregnant. Yeah. Ooh, girl. Like,
so this is all true as far as, like, he confessed to her, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ooh, girl.
I have to watch
And then, like, right after it says, like, hacksaw, it shows, like, him bludgeoning people and shit. And I'm like, yes!
Oh.
Yeah. But the whole time, he's like, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong. And I'm like,
but he finally admitted it to her.
He finally admitted it. Like, at the end, after he had been found guilty by all these juries and shit, he finally admitted it.
Wow.
Like, it shows him doing the crime. I'm like, now that's
like, why would he admit it, though? Like, because who didn't want to lie to her?
Yeah, he didn't want to lie to her anymore.
Huh.
And plus, she's like, I'm done with you. Just tell me what it is. Like, she's like, I don't love you anymore. And she kind of, like,
so maybe he thought if he told her, she would stay.
But he was already on death row.
Right.
So what difference would it make?
He's his heart, I guess.
That's a psychopath right there, guys.
Sociopath. Because he had feelings. Well, sociopaths don't have feelings.
Yeah.
So he had feelings.
He did have feelings because he loved her.
Yeah.
Psychopath. He lacked empathy, but, like, he did have feelings.
I had empathy for her.
Yeah. And for the crazy lady, for some extent.
Yeah.
And it shows him escaping, too. That was fun. Like, I feel like the people who are saying it's romanticized, like, don't understand, like, we're on psychopath, sociopath here.
Right.
Like,
so they meant, like, his relationship with her was romanticized.
Yeah. But it does show her, like, spiraling into addiction and shit.
Did he feel bad about that, though? No. Yeah, that doesn't romanticize it then.
Yeah. I was like, ooh. I mean, they probably could have gotten somebody uglier to play Ted.
Oh, I know, right?
I'm like,
see, everybody thought Ted was really good looking, though. Like, people are always in documentaries are always like, oh, he was very good looking, and I'm like, what?
I know. I'm like, I don't see it.
No.
And then you get.
I think Jeffrey Dahmer. I know. I think Jeffrey Dahmer's better looking than Ted Bundy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I just don't get it.
I don't get it either. And the dating game killer was somewhat better looking than both of them.
No.
A little bit. For the 70s. It was the 70s. Everybody was ugly then.
I guess. But, ugh. I still go Jeffrey Dahmer.
Because we weren't there.
True.
True.
Okay, this is totally went off.
So basically, guys, Mox is like the only thing to be excited about. Double or Nothing's in 20 days, and WWE sucks.
There you go. But yet, we're still going to events.
I think it's more to get drunk at this point.
I think it's to get drunk and to party with people who share the same interest as us.
Yeah, I mean, are we really going to actually be watching anything?
Probably not.
No.
We don't even have to get tickets. We could go to a bar there too. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. I mean, really? I mean, really? Do we care?
I don't know. Maybe by then we will. That's a long way away.
Or, like, you can just go to All In too.
No.
Oh. No.
We don't know. That might be really close together. You never know. You never know.
True. It's very true.
This kind of ties in. We were talking about serial killers and we were talking about mocks. It kind of.
Also, guys, can I just say, I want to go back to New York already.
It's a big place with lots of things to do.
Yeah.
I'm hungry. It's midnight here. It's midnight here. I'm leaving for vacation in like 6 hours.
And I'm not leaving for vacation.
I'm hungry.
Well, then go eat and then go to bed for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Probably not the healthiest thing to do, but hey.
Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, what do we care at this point?
I'm going to go back on my diet after I get back anyways, so. All right, guys.
All right, you guys. We're going to go. Jen's going on vacation. Nikki's staying home. Not on vacation.
Hey, you're saving money.
Well, yeah. To New York. Damn. And hopefully wrestling's better, but I'm kind of doubting it.
Kind of doubting it too. But if you want to come on here and talk to us about serial killers or wrestling or sex
or drag queens. We love drag queens. Or
we'll take
wrestling and sex or anything of the above.
Yeah. We like murder, drag queens, wrestling, and sex.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And animals.
Yeah, we love animals. And babies. I love babies.
And Disney.
If you have a baby, you can talk about your baby. And Jen will just look mildly not even entertained.
And Disney.
Yeah, Disney. We love Disney. We do.
We do.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you just want to come talk to us about anything, I mean, if you got any confessions, let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because you know what, guys? We're all for that. Plus, what else are we going to talk about?
There's not much to talk about in the wrestling world. It sucks.
Until Double or Nothing. Nope. Nothing.
All right.
All right, guys. Well, until next week when maybe we figure out what the fuck's going on. And maybe we have more to talk about.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.